Well guys, I've been in suspense all day. I had to work, you know, work sucks, right? But it's how I pay for what I'm getting ready to show you. And but I've been waiting for UPS, and the tracking information said it would be anywhere from 3:15 to 7:45. It was about, I'd say 8:15, so I was pulling out what little hair I have left, just waiting for this thing to get here. And so what is it, right? Well, it's this, Nokta Magnetar 9000. So, you know, they had that price drop and I just couldn't resist it. I've got a 7000, which is very comparable to this machine, but this one has the ability to change coils and, you know, and it's waterproof to 10 feet. So anyway, let me get the camera moved and we're gonna unbox this and show you what all's in the box. Okay, so here we go. Let's look inside the box. Now I've got a friend of mine that got one of these and he told me that I was gonna really be happy with all the little things that come with the machine. So we have this little roadmap here to all the accessories, but we'll look at that in a minute. So first thing we see is this backpack. And this is the Nokta Detecto bag. I might just use this for some other purposes too, but I can tell that the machine is in here. So let's set that over here and check out the coils real quick. Here is the smaller coil. I believe that's an 11 by 8, I think it is. And then the larger, which would be comparable to what I've got on my 7000. And I'll take this with me, but I can guarantee you the one I'll be using the most will be the small one. So anyway, yeah, complete with coil covers and all that. So let's move that. And now let's see what's in the backpack. I'll find the zippers here. Probably gonna need to stand up. In fact, let's do that real quick. All right, so the easiest thing to grab is this little bag here, which is pretty cool. Little accessory pouch. It's got a battery in there. And let's see what's in the other pouch. Charging equipment. So this is going to be the AC adapter with various, if you're in a different country, right, you might use some of these. I won't be needing them, but that's okay. You never know where you'll end up though. So that is it for that. So, or I'm sorry, I said battery. That's a charger. That's a charger for the battery. Let's see what else. Okay. So here's some parts that go to the machine. There's the arm strap and some cables, whatnot. Kind of just getting an eyeball on some of this stuff. Charger for hooking up to a battery. The cigarette lighter charger as well. So I'll be digging through all that. And we typically do at night after being out all day, we typically use the battery clamp type chargers that to charge our batteries. It's just what's convenient when we're camping. So let's see what else. All right, that's a little hip stick right here, and it is adjustable. Looks like you just pop this little clip out right here. If I don't break it on the very first time. Yeah, so now if you're not familiar with a hip stick, it's a pretty cool device. Typically you would use it along with a harness, but this would hook on like basically at your waist. Then the top part hooks to your harness up here, and then the bottom part hooks to the detector. So it basically puts all the weight right here on your hip. And so when you're out there for a long day, swinging a heavy machine, that is something you would really like. And lower shaft. All right, so what else is in the bag? Let's see. We've got the detector itself in here. There's more stuff that's, of course, binding it in there, but man, there is The control housing, that's pretty dang slick. So adjustable armrest, I'll be, moving that around a bit. But, and I kind of like, this armrest is a little tight, but I actually kind of like that because a lot of times the armrests on detectors, they're kind of wide to just, basically fit everyone. And you end up tightening down the strap on the top, which makes it hard when you're sliding your hand in and out, especially if you've got sleeves on. So maybe I won't even need the strap with this one. I probably will, but anyway, there's that. Then, let's see here. Oh, these must be headphones. All right, yeah. Nice little pair of headphones here. Wireless Bluetooth headphones. Now, one thing about the Magnetar, so let me back up. With MindLab, when they give you a detector that has Bluetooth, it's usually not Bluetooth that you can just run out and buy the first thing you want to use with it, because they do some sort of proprietary stuff with it. Aggravates the crap out of me and others as well. My understanding with Nokta is Bluetooth is just Bluetooth. If you order wireless headphones on Amazon, they're going to work. And I do have some of those, so we'll try that. But anyway, these headphones look really good. And the Nokta Digger. That's a big scoop right there. Yeah, get a good shovel full of dirt to sort out. That's nice. All right, let's see. That should be it. Yeah, that's it. Let's see what else we have in the other pouches. We have battery, user manual. That's going to come in handy. Other battery. So it comes with 2 batteries. That's really awesome. And let's see. Okay, nothing in there. So what, if anything, is in this back pouch? All right, so what you would do here though, you'd put an extra coil in here, and you could put your detector and obviously all the accessories you're going to carry. I actually use most of the time I use a 50-liter actual backpacking bag when I'm out in the mountains, or I use a very small backpack, just a camelback type thing. This will probably see more use around here to hold both my XP Deus and my MindLab Manicore at the same time. I've been kind of looking at bags anyway, and this just happened to come with one, so that's pretty awesome. And of course, I'll have to engineer any of the things that they have that are going along with, like the hip stick. Like you see how they have 3 of these D-rings right here for adjustability on that, where you would hook that hip stick on your shoulder harness. But that looks like a really good backpack. I mean, there's good padding. The waistband looks good. It's got some pockets on there. I'm a junkie for pockets on a backpack, even though half the time I've got so much stuff in various pockets I can't remember where I put anything. But that's for another day. So yeah, Magnetar 9000. I've got a trip coming up, not right away, but pretty soon. And this is going to see some use. We're going to try it out. And what we're going to do is we're going to take it to some areas that, well, we've got a lot of areas that we hunt, but some of them are really pounded. But they do continue to give gold. Might seem to run out. You go back, 6 months later, and you find more gold. So this will be interesting to see how the Magnetar does. I've heard it's very comparable to the 7000, so going to be looking at what might be found deeper, and then also that it works well on the small gold, so it kind of encroaches on the 6000 territory. I hope it does all of that, because it would be nice to have one machine that kind of bridges the gap and saves me from some money in the future. So, but the other thing, about this detector is this thing is light. I mean, let me see if we can, well, I probably have to hook the coil up, but we won't mess with that right now. But just the housing and the control part of the machine weighs nothing. Let's see if we can slide a battery in there. Maybe. I have to be smarter than the machine. Oops, get that hooked in. Yeah, that doesn't really add much. I mean, this is a lightweight machine, so that's going to be really refreshing. Walking around with the 7000, that thing, you know, you got to want to use that one. It's a good machine, but it will test you as far as how long you want to be out in the field with it. The 6000, of course, being super light, obviously my favorite for that reason, but this, again, going to be kind of in between, I would say. And so we'll see how it does. Anyway, that's pretty much it. There's nothing left to take out of the box. So I'll see you when I get out there in Arizona. Thanks for watching.